In this lecture, we will explore this simple React application. So we will clone the application from Gitlab CI. Then we will try to execute the unit tests and code coverage, and then building the application before starting doing all of that in GitLab using a CI CD pipeline. So first of all, to clone the application, we will go here to code, and then we will copy this link. So we click on this icon. Now let's go to VS Code, and here we will execute git clone followed by the URL that we get from GitLab CI. So now the application was cloned successfully. Let's first of all go to the project. So it is called React App, and then we will execute the command npm install to install the dependencies needed for this application. So now the dependencies are installed successfully. So here now we have the node models folder, and here we have the src folder. So here we have the app.tsx. So here we display this title, welcome to GitLab CI, and here we have this p element, and in the bottom we have this button element. Okay, so here you have the index.css containing the styles of the application, and here we have the main.tsx. So here we call the app component. And if you go here to the test folder, so here we have the file called app.test.tsx, where we create the test cases for the app component. In the bottom, we have some other files. For example, here we have the package.json file containing the name of the application, the type of the application, and here we have the script section containing the scripts that we will use to, for example, run the application, or to execute the unit tests, or to execute the code coverage. And here we have the dependencies needed to execute the application. And here finally we have the vtest.config.ts, which is used to configure a vtest, the library that we use to create unit tests. Okay. So here, for example, in the coverage section, we specify the files that we want to include. And here we specify the threshold that should be covered, and then we specify the reporters, and finally the report file. So if we go back here to the package.json file, so as we specify here, we have to execute the npm run test to execute the unit tests of this application. So let's execute npm run test. So we see here that a report was created. So this file will contain the test cases result as we specify here in the vtest.config.ts file. So here we specify that we want to put the test result in the gunit report.xml file. So the test cases result are written here in this gunit report. If you want to see the test results in a browser, we can execute test UI. So as we specify here in the package.json file, so let's execute npm run test UI. So here we see the test cases result. So here we have in total 2 tests. And the 2 tests are in the pass state. Okay, so we didn't have any test in the fail state. So later we will use this file, the gunit report.xml file. We will upload it to GitLab CI to explore the test result using the UI of GitLab CI. Now to run the code coverage. So here we have the coverage script. So here we will execute npm run coverage. So here we notice that a new folder was created. It is called coverage. And here we see the coverage report. So we have only one file that was 100% covered. Okay. So here in the coverage folder, we have some files. So the coverage report was generated in different formats. For example, here we have the coverage report in XML format. Here we have the coverage report in JSON. And finally, the coverage report in HTML format. So that's how we can execute unit tests and code coverage. Later, when working with GitLab CI, we will be uploading the JUnit report, which contains the test cases result and the XML file containing the code coverage to display the reports in the GitLab CI UI. So we mentioned here that the app.tsx file was 100% covered. So if we go back here to the app.test.tsx, we will disable these lines. So now if we execute npm run code coverage again, so now we notice that the code coverage has failed because it is less the threshold, which is 80% that we mentioned here in the vtest config.ts file. So that's all about executing unit tests and code coverage. Now let's see how to execute the application. To execute the React app, so if we go back here to the package.json file, so we have to execute npm run dev. So here we will execute npm run dev. So now the application is running. So if we go to the browser and we visit localhost with this port, so here we have the main page of our React application containing the title, welcome to GitLab CI, as we mentioned here in the app.tsx file. So let's stop the application. So that's all for now. In the upcoming lectures, we will start building our CI CD pipeline to execute the unit tests and code coverage of the application and uploading the reports. And then we will go deeper by creating the Docker images and pushing the images to a container registry like Docker Hub. So that's all for now. Thank you very much and see you next time.